Hello, Leo, and welcome to your November General Tarot reading. This is for the overview for the month of November. We are officially in Scorpio season. We are at the very beginning of it. So, we all know during Scorpio season, there is some transformation taking place. You can look in your birth chart and see what house that resides in for you and where this transformation is taking place. So let's grab some energies and see what wants to show up. There was some cards that popped up, but there were too many, so we're going to just keep moving. Let's see what energies want to show up for Leo. First card that comes out is the Messenger of Air. Some sort of communication showing up, some sort of information. I feel like this is a conversation. There's the sun. There's your energy popping right up. I feel like there is something coming in. That page of, wow, Page of Earth, Messenger of Earth, King of Earth. So I feel this information or this conversation really has some, I feel like this is really going to light you up in some way. I feel like there is clarity, there is something coming through that really gives me that vibe of, and especially for you Leos who may have been not feeling your vibrant self lately, this news, this information feels that's coming through and showing up feels like you're getting a new lease on life is how I'm feeling. Like your vitality, you are ruled by the sun, so that vitality is being restored or coming to life, reigniting. Empress energy, wow. Really nice. This looks to me like whatever this is, wow, judgment at the bottom of the deck. Good for you, Leo. I feel with the Empress card showing up, this talks about nurturing, it talks about growing, it talks about creating, birthing something into existence. So I do see there's some sort of significant growth coming through for you. I feel there's being a judgment call. This new, wow, Messenger of Air is bringing some sort of news, it's bringing a truth, right? And I feel whatever this truth is, it's bringing, it's going to allow you, it's going to free you, it's liberating for you. You see this nine of air, you see all the birds going around here, each of those birds represent a sword, the swords. This is the sword suit when we look at this. So you could have been surrounded by some sort of either information or something that just was, oh, I mean, almost, I feel trapping you, keeping you stuck, not allowing you to fly free, liberate you in some way, shape, or form. But when I see this judgment call right here, I feel like this is divine intervention where the Most High is coming through and rendering judgment. You can even see that this one wing is kind of like blocking off the light, blocking off the moving into a new realm or into a new cycle or into a brighter portal, right? You could kind of see this. It's not a really a gray, it's like a grayish blue color on this card, but it's kind of like there's been this gray area that's been happening where there was something you couldn't see that was literally holding you from liberating, from flying free, from doing something. But I feel the information, the truth and clarity of that is being delivered to you. And for whatever I'm feeling, I feel whatever this news or information or this truth is really going to bring you forward in a very positive, big way, too. Like you're literally going from the messenger of air, this news or information that brings you right to Empress energy, where you are able to really invest your time, energy, and effort. Focusing on good things, on nurturing things, on growing things, on creating things, like even when that angel was there liberating you to fly free, like there's whatever these, I feel like those nine of swords were something that were keeping you stuck and stagnant and kind of like unable to fly free. Eight of fire is showing up next. That is a very fast moving energy. Bottom of the deck is the star card. This is beautiful energy for you Leos. I love it. I love it. Eight of fire. So I feel this eight of fire is a lot of things that are going to happen very quickly. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of growth, a lot of expansion. I'm seeing the star card right there. This is talking about having gone through a healing or being really healed, having gone through some sort of an intense healing. I'm also feeling like this is achieving a major wish fulfillment. We have the messenger of fire to the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. There is a big blessing that's about to come through. I feel like this is news or information, and then boom, boom, boom. It's like everything takes off at once. If you have been feeling like, something is about to shift, and I know you can typically feel the energy. You don't necessarily know what it is or where it's coming from or when it's going to come, but you can just know that something is about to break. Some energy is about to clear away so that this beautiful energy can come through. If you find yourself waking up and then all of a sudden you like I felt when I seen the sun, your vitality is restored, and there's no holding down any Leo when they are in their, that sun power, when they are really in alignment with their true, the vitality of who they are on a soul level. Like they are just, you feel like they could do like climb mountains, like do anything. And I know as a Leo myself, I know how that energy feels like, where you can just, it's almost like you snap your finger and every single thing manifests into your reality, where all the blocks are broken. I feel like something's had you stuck for a while, and it could have been within your own mindset or your thoughts. Maybe you were negative thinking. I'm kind of feeling it's a little bigger than that, but I'm trying to be nice, and not that I'm always nice, but I'm just, trying not to, um, I'm just saying it the way I'm saying it, but I do feel like there was external influence. I feel like there was something, and I said I was trying to be nice because sometimes when I'm out here and I'm calling people out for doing the crazy crap that they do that they shouldn't be doing, like not that I mind, because obviously I can overcome that, but it's still like people get angry and be spiteful and hateful and do try even harder. I'm not feeling that's anything I should be worrying about, so I'm just going to let that go. But anyhow, look at that. This is moving forward, and you see those swords? You see them swords? Those are them swords that were trying to block you, liberate you from being liberated, from you flying free. They've been trying to block you from moving forward. It could be external influence, talking smack, spreading lies, slandering you, defaming your character, that sort of energy. Here's this little page of swords, and every time I see this specific page of swords, I always feel this person just, I don't trust the look in their eye, is how I feel when I look at this, right? Like this one takes the sword, and instead of speaking the truth with it, they manipulate the information. They cause chaos and confusion. They cause disruptions as a result of the whatever they're speaking up or speaking out, that sort of energy. And I feel like for a while you may not even have recognized where it was coming from, or why it was happening to you. But I do feel you knew something didn't feel right. Something fell off. Like why you didn't, that something to do with that vitality. I feel like it's like even could have got you caught up in your own mind for a second. Like, what the hell? What am I doing? What is going wrong? Why aren't I moving forward? Why do I feel like I take one step forward and three steps back? Or why do I feel like I'm putting in all this time, energy, and effort and I'm not going anywhere? Because there was an external situation that was taking place. And I feel like this is about to be cleared out for you with that judgment card. Next card up is the Five of Pentacles. This does feel like there was something challenging happening for you in your physical realm, right? Whatever that may be. It could have been in your finances, it could have been within your home, it could have been within relationships, that sort of thing. But I feel when that judgment gets rendered, that truth comes out. There is this Ace of Pentacles that's going to be dropped into your lap. This offer, this opportunity, this I feel opportunity for a new beginning. And I feel like that Empress is going to take that pentacle. She's going to, I'm saying she because it's showing up as the Empress. No, gender in tarot, but I'm just putting that out there. I feel like she's going to plant that, right? She's going to nurture that. She's going to grow that, and she is going to thrive from that. I feel like there is something that's coming through. It may feel very emotionally turbulent, but I do feel on the other side of that emotional turbulence, yeah, because something happened in the past. Something happened in the past that you couldn't see that's had you standing at a crossroad, not knowing which way to move, not knowing how to move, right? You see her blindfolded. She got those swords up. I feel like you trusted your intuition, though, and that's like a really good thing. Then we see underneath that is the Queen of Swords. So whether this be the person bringing the truth, which I'm kind of feeling it could be, well, I do feel like the Queen of Swords is behind the scenes. Somebody has discovered something, and they're bringing you the truth. And this truth brings you an Ace of Pentacles. It brings you that Ace of it feels to me like the Most High, there is a divine intervention that's going to disclose a truth. This truth is going to bring awareness on why you've been like restricted or not being able to move forward or really not being able to grow and thrive. When I know you know what I'm talking about, when your vitality is intact, it's like, oh damn, you are unstoppable. It is just that way. That is one of the biggest blessings of being born and into the sign of Leo, right? Like if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. That sort of thing. But I do feel like there has been an external influence that's intentionally tried to keep you blocked, whether blocking you from knowing some sort of information or having clarity about a situation. There's been something that's had you stuck stagnant and like unable to grow and evolve and thrive, right? Something has really, it's almost like dimmed your light. And I feel like this judgment, there is a judgment that's being rendered, and it's going to, like, this, I feel divine intervention that's going to bring the truth and the clarity. I feel like it's going to bring you to your major wish fulfillment. I feel we've seen it show up here with that Empress energy. So there is this pentacle, there is this opportunity, there is this new beginning that's going to be taking shape. And then you, as that Empress energy, have the time, energy, and effort to nurture, evolve, continue to grow, create things. I felt judgment a mile away. I said judgment, and you are going to be lifted up out of this, and those things that have been stopping, blocking, trying to keep you down, they're going to be flung out of your way. And I feel the energy of flung out of your way. I cannot look at this, Leo. Yes, Empress energy again. Right, this is again, I feel your power restored. I feel your vitality. I feel that, that just that bright, vibrant shine that you hold as look, a major manifestation is coming through for you. So much growth I feel in your physical realm. So again, some of you guys could have really been hit in that physical realm, your finances, your resources. I'm going to say this to you, because it is the law of attraction. We all, have to deal with the law of attraction, whether we like it or not, right? If this has been an energy that has intentionally held you back, slowed you down, caused a bunch of like obstacles or put obstacles in your way to hurt you in a financial, material way, or to hold something back that was yours in a financial or material way, that's going back, right? There is that energy of this is going to be going back. But I feel like you are manifesting growth and expansion and movement forward towards that energy. And I think if people realize that, if, like when they say do unto others as you want done unto you, they really should take that to heart. Because if you choose not to do that, you will, I mean, people will get away with stuff for a while. They definitely will. I'm not going to say they don't. But I know when it catches up to them, it catches up to them tenfold. And if they can dish it out, they better be able to take it. It's all I got to say. And I've said this a million times in my lifetime. But I feel like you are moving forward, manifesting, and whatever this is, it feels huge to me. I just feel like your whole vitality restored, upgraded. You've grown, you're going to expand, you're receiving a major wish fulfillment. And whatever this is, it is showing like this is unbelievable abundance to have that Empress out here twice, and the Star card, really big energy. Look, self-reliance, Don't be afraid to fly solo. I feel like you have really done some work. You have done what it's take. You've passed some tests. You've been resilient. You've risen above the tribulations, the chaos, the confusions, the setbacks. Like I said, it's almost like, some people will just get discouraged and beat down, right? You're freaking playing with the wrong people when you're messing with Leos, because persistence is a very big thing for them, right? Like, these are diehard energies. The sun doesn't die. The sun doesn't die, right? It may go away for a while, have gray or gloomy days or this, that, and the third thing, but that sun will always rise. Best believe that sun will always rise. And I know that to be true for Leos. Even if you look up the history of the sign of Leo, opportunity knocks showing up for you, right? This is beautiful energy. This is you shattering the illusion, embracing the truth, being restored on that vibrant frequency that you are. That's your energy. You are the owner of that energy. And I see this coming through for you. And I just feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have really had to, head down and push through and persevere through some obstacles, challenges. Unfortunately, the one thing that I dislike the most about all of it, because we all have obstacles and challenges in life, right? But it's when they're intentional from external influences of people who think they're strong, or they think they're funny, or they think they're powerful. But if you're a coward behind the scenes doing this shit, you are not powerful. You are weak. You are not going to be powerful doing anything in a sneaky, unjust, behind the scenes way, right? But you will pay that karmic debt. And hopefully, when that karmic debt gets landed on your lap, you will learn to do things differently, because that is our hope for everybody, right? For them to evolve and ascend and to be able to experience the beautiful energy of Empress energy, of Emperor energy, of living their best life, of that abundance, right? You're not getting there being sneaky or anything like that. Archangel Raphael is here, and this is the provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. And like I said, somebody has gone through something. They have persevered. They have overcome. They have, like I said, they kept going. Like, you cannot. I say it. I swear to you, I'm not getting into it on this video right now, but I remember, like, years ago, at least 10 years ago, when I went through like a life changing experience in my life. Okay. I lost an adult child. It was a total unexpected thing. I was getting my ass kicked by the universe just from the experience I was going through. And then on top of it, everybody was coming at me. You get these vultures that show up out of the woodwork that just, I want, I want, I want. And, everybody's entitled to you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know, right? And I remember being just like, everybody kicking me when I was down. All I needed to do was try to figure out and process how to cope and to heal and to, just process this life changing experience that I had just been handed out of nowhere. And I remember so many times when I was so down, and I kept saying, when I get up, you are all going to be sorry. Every one of you that are kicking me when I'm down, when I get up, you are going to be so sorry. And not like they were sorry on a physical way, because I didn't go out kicking ass, taking names. But I promise you, when I finally got back up and I stood up, these people were scared. They could not believe when I kept saying to them, don't do this, don't do this. And they kept doing it. And then when I rose up, none of them knew what to do. And everybody was begging for a second chance. And so I know one thing, hopefully you can learn from this experience and move forward. But I'm telling you, you shouldn't kick anybody when they're down. If you can't be there to support them, stay the F away from them, right? That would be my advice, because that karma will come for you. I promise you it will. This is next card that's showing up is vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. And something tells me you're going to have all the financial resources and abundance that you're going to need to live your best life, to do what you want to do, to move forward and live your life in the way that you desire. My recommendation is for you, if you have experienced those situations where you were down, you were really going through it, and instead of people helping you, they were talking shit about you, or they were kicking you when you were down, or taking advantage of you, or, you know, doing all this stuff. let me just tell you, my best advice for you is to leave them people sitting where they're sitting. Let them go through what they got to go through, because something is telling me the universe is saying these people aren't welcome in your abundant new world, in your new world. They've had the opportunity to step up and do the right thing, and they chose not to. Instead, they chose to do the worst of the worst, and now they can sit and deal with that karma. That's just my advice for you. I'm not saying anybody go out there and retaliate and be mean, but cutting people off can be the best choice and decision that you ever make in your life, because some people will never evolve in this lifetime. They're just not going to heal. They're not going to do the work. They're not going to do the right thing. I hope this serves you well, Leo. And I don't know who this is for, but I'm telling you, I'm here and I'm like, yes, I'm cheerleading for you. I have been there. I have done that. I have honestly lived experiences like that. And I just am so happy for this energy that I'm seeing show up for you, because I know damn well, as a Leo, you are kind, you are generous, you are caring, you are loving, you are fun, and you are loyal. So, to all of those who couldn't find, or it wasn't enough, and they, wanted to treat you any sort of way, I'm just feeling like you are going to align with the people who recognize your worth and appreciate your worth, and you can align with those people. I send you love and light, Leo. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.